Hi, welcome back. Now that we have learned the environment of the entire B2B and the benefits, let us go into details and examples in order to understand this entire concept better. So in this slide, I have included a picture which will give you a better understanding of sell-side e-marketplaces. So as we discussed previously, a sell-side e-marketplace would be a web-based marketplace in which one company sells to many business buyers from e-catalogs or auctions, frequently over an internet or extranet. So it will be B2B sellers, and there will be also a customer service which is provided through this platform. So if you focus yourself into this picture, you will see onto the right hand side, it will be the business customers who will be engaging with the seller and who wants to buy the seller's products or services. So it could be either through catalogs or it could be through customer orders directly, which are being placed through the platform. In the sell-side e-marketplace, selling through catalogs is a very popular and a common method. The reason being, when there is a catalog published in the e-marketplace, then the respective buyer can go through the catalog and select the products or services that they would require. On top of this, there could be features of customization and configuration as well, so that the buyer can select a set of equipments and combine them together and request for a certain product. And in this today's business world, it has become a common practice. If you look at the benefits which a customer or buyer would get through a direct sales through catalogs, it will be the same as a B2C transaction. For an example, if an individual is trying to buy something of a website, the same practice will be done by an organization when they are buying through a catalog in a B2B marketplace. The limitations would be sometimes finding a buyer would be a tough call because it's B2B and being transaction through between two organizations. Also, there could be channel conflicts with their existing distribution systems. An organization who are selling through distributors, and if they publish their products in a catalog in their website, then there would be a conflict between the distributor and the B2B platform. Also, there could be a high cost to the customer if they want to go through the B2B market sometimes. Let's look at an example. And I'm pretty sure everyone is familiar with this brand, which is Cisco. Cisco is today one of the world's top brands in terms of technology items. And a lot of telecommunication companies, IT companies are depending on this brand and their respective products. Now, most of the Cisco brands are sold on a catalog basis through their website. So there will be a price list with the product list in the respective website. Also, for certain countries, they will not be selling directly and they will have certain distributors in those countries. So when we go into detail, how Cisco has become different in the B2B platform compared to other competitors of them, that they are more and more pushing their customers, irrespective whether they are B2B or B2C, to purchase through their online system, through the B2B system. They provide their customer service through the system. Online ordering system is very efficient. And also, the customer can track their orders until it's delivered to their respective premises. So that will reduce the operating cost for order taking, improving the quality, reduction in technical support, and of course a faster service. So there are benefits and limitations as well, but it all, will all depend on how the respective buyer is going to do the engagement or the transaction. So as we move on, let's discuss the role of intermediaries and distributors. In today's business world, in a B2B platform, most manufacturers will frequently use intermediaries to distribute their products to a large number of buyers who are known as distributors. So in a B2B context, what will happen? The manufacturers, they'll be using the intermediaries to sell to a number of buyers who will be distributors, and those distributors will then resell or distribute the respective products to end customers. These intermediaries usually buy products from many manufacturers and vendors and aggregate them into one catalog from which they will be selling. One of the key things that have been highlighted lately, that many of these distributors are also selling most of these products today online. So let's take an example again. We will concentrate on the same example that we discussed in the previous slide, and that will be Cisco. So Cisco is a global manufacturer, and they have intermediaries such as Redington, Cyber, and through these intermediaries, they will sell their products to the distributors who will have presence in certain countries. And those distributors will be selling those items or materials to the respective customers in their local country. So this has been the model that in the B2B market, where the intermediaries and distributors gets involved and selling a product which is being manufactured by the principal, which goes down the line to the end customer. In today's business world, e-auctions have become very popular among organizations. The organizations have realized that there are so many benefits that they can gain through an e-auction. Let's discuss few of these benefits. The first one, of course, the revenue generation, which is very straightforward. The second one would be cost savings. Now, if an organization is involved in selling through a sales team, there will be so much of human resources who will get involved. There will be above the line marketing and below the line marketing, and there will be so many cost structures which will be associating with this engagement. But by using e-auctions, it will be straightforward, it will be online, and the interested buyers would be able to sign in at the same time and participate in the auction. So overall, there will be cost savings for the organization. Also, there will be an increased stickiness, meaning buyers who have been going through the auction will realize that for them also it will be a very easy and a convenient process. So there will be more and more participation for e-auctions. And of course, there will be method of member acquisition and retention. Another highlight that we have seen in the marketplace would that some organizations, they will not be using an intermediary platform to do the auction, but instead they will set up their own auctioning website feature. Because the question that they have been asking would be, why should we pay a commission to an intermediary if the intermediary cannot provide the company with added value. So some organizations, they come to a conclusion that the value addition that the intermediary organization is providing is not sufficient enough. So those organizations will decide to auction their services through their own site. So they don't have to pay a commission to the intermediary, but they will have to set up their infrastructure and operate and maintain that auction site or the feature in their main website. If you move into the benefits that an organization would gain from auctions using an intermediary, and those benefits would be there will be no additional resources that are required because the entire auction will be conducted by the intermediary based on the directions given. So there will be no hiring cost or opportunity cost associated with the redeployment of corporate resources. And one of the main advantages would be it would offer fast time to market. And then, of course, billing and collection efforts are handled by the intermediary rather than the organization. So these are some facts that you can understand the benefits and the limitations of B2B marketplace in current market world.